Hey guys, in today's video, you're going to be creating a biography or profile PowerPoint presentation template with me. This is a preview of how the template is going to look like. So stick around and let's get into it. So guys, in this video, we are going to be creating a PowerPoint template. As you can see, some objects are clickable while others are not. Let me just open up the selection pane. You can see all the objects are clickable. So if we right click on the slide, click on layouts, we can see all the layouts that are already created for this template. And in order to access these objects that are not clickable, we would need to enter slide master view. And we'll do that by heading over to the search tab. Let's type slide master. It pops up, click on it. Great. Now we can edit all objects here, as you can see. So we'll need to insert a new slide master for this video. So let's scroll down to the bottom, right click, click on insert slide master. Now we have a new slide master. Let's just scroll down to the blank layout. That's great. Let's duplicate, Ctrl D. Now let's delete all objects in the blank layout. This will be used as our layout base in order to create all the layouts that are necessary for this template. So let's just look at all the layouts that will need to be created for this video. Yes. So let's start with this one. So to close slide master view, we can just head over to the slide master tab and click on close slide master view, or we just scroll to the bottom and click on normal view. And if we want to head back to slide master, a cool shortcut is Alt Shift and click on normal view again. So that's it. So let's copy this picture. You can download it, I think, free pick. Let's scroll down to the duplicated blank layout. Let's paste it there. That is wonderful. Now let's change the background color to a darker color so we can see the picture clearly. I believe a red color should suffice. Yeah, it looks great. We can see the picture clearly. That's wonderful. So we can see that the picture is divided. So we need to divide the picture. Let's just scroll down. To divide the picture, let's first insert a rectangle. Let's adjust the rectangle properly. So remove the outline. Now we need to duplicate the slide because we need to intersect and subtract. So let's duplicate first. Yeah, we can click on the picture, click on rectangle, head over to merge shapes, then click on subtract for the first one. That's the top part. For the bottom part, let's click on the picture again, click on the rectangle, then click on intersect. Great. Now we can copy the top part to the other slide. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Great. Now we have the divided picture. Let's delete the other slide. We can change the color back to white. So let's just scroll up. So on the first one, we have only the top part. Let's go to picture format. We can see that it's a little bit transparent, about 65% here. So let's scroll down again. To duplicate, great. So on the first slide, let's delete the bottom part. Then we can drag the top part to the bottom. Head over to picture format. then increase the transparency to 65%. Yeah. So on the second slide, let's drag the bottom part to the top. Drag the top part to the bottom. Insert transparency, same 65%. Then for the top part, we can just add a 15% transparency. Now let's rename the layouts. Right click, click on rename layouts. Let's rename the first one to timeline 1. And rename the second one. Let's rename it to timeline 2. So we have created 2 layouts. Now let's duplicate the blank slide again. Let's drag to the bottom. Let's delete all objects. Great. So we want to create a new layout again. Let's scroll up. So we want to create this sort of home page layout. There are a lot of elements here, right? Let's scroll down. So we want to create this picture placeholder first. So let's scroll down to the blank layout, the duplicated one. Let's insert a rounded corner rectangle first. Now let's increase the height and the width. Let's adjust by dragging the yellow circle, right? Now let's make it white and with a black outline. Now let's duplicate. Now let's make it the black. Yeah, we can send it to the back. Now let's adjust to sort of give it that shadow effect. Let's just adjust it a little bit more. Click on it. That looks perfect. Now let's duplicate the white rectangle again. Let's reduce the width and the height. Now let's align. Let's first click on the bigger rectangle and the smaller one. Align center, align middle. That's great. Now let's duplicate the smaller white rectangle again. Let's insert a black color. Great. Let's click both small rectangles, align left, align top. Just properly aligned. Now let's select the black rectangle. Let's send it to the back. Great. So now let's insert a picture placeholder. Make it a little bit bigger than this rectangle. While selected, click on the white, click on intersect. Now we have our picture placeholder. We can just make the text visible. Let's make it white. Change the font to Montserrat. That's great. Delete everything, then just type insert picture. Reduce the size. Align to the middle. That is wonderful. Now we've created our picture placeholder. Let's just rename that object to picture placeholder. Then let's just hide it for now. Then let's click on the second one. Let's insert a gradient fill. PowerPoint already assigned the gradient fill. So let's insert a bevel 3D effect. Let's reduce the height to 3.5 to just give it that bevel fill. Now let's rename the object picture background. That's great. Now we can make the picture placeholder visible again. So we've created the picture placeholder. Now let's create the border. Let's insert another rounded corner rectangle. Increase the dimension. Let's align to the center, align to the middle. Let's drag the yellow circle. That's great. Duplicate, make it black. Reduce a little bit. Align to the center, align to the middle. Now let's select the blue first. Remove both outlines. That's great. We can select the blue rectangle first. We can hide the black just to see that the blue is selected. Then select the black. Head over to merge shape and click on subtract. Now let's change the shape fill to black. So we've created the border. Let's just drag this placeholder to the middle, then to the right. Let's just adjust it properly till it looks good. And that's pretty good. Okay. Now let's insert a text placeholder. Let's just drag. Let's change the font to Montserrat. Select all, delete. Then let's just type introduction slide. Now let's align it to the middle. Let's drag it to the left so it's properly aligned, and we can increase the width. That looks good. Let's scroll up to the top and compare. Okay, so let's insert this text. Let's copy. Drag to the bottom. Let's paste. Let's keep source formatting. That's good. Let's drag it a little bit. Let's go. Let's align it to the middle again. Okay. Let's scroll up first. Let's delete this first. Yeah, let's delete it first. Let's go back to this. Scroll up. Let's select the logo and the hair. Let's copy. Let's drag to the bottom. Let's paste. Now we'll need the border for this slide. So let's drag to the bottom. Let's duplicate and let's delete all these elements, leaving only the border. That's great. Let's go back to this slide. Okay, so let's insert a rectangle just to give space between the border. Let's align it to the center. Let's remove the outline. Let's duplicate. Let's drag it to the bottom and align properly. That looks good. Select both rectangles and let's send to the back. Let's select both rectangle. Let's adjust the size, holding Ctrl Shift, just to make the spaces a little bit smaller. That looks good, I think. Let's align to the center. Now let's select the border, then select both rectangles. Head over to Merge Shapes and click on Subtract. And we can see the spaces between the logo is bigger, so let's try to make it smaller. Let's Ctrl Z. Yeah. Now let's reduce the size of the rectangle, holding Ctrl Shift. Let's make it I think that looks good. So let's select the border again. Let's select the two rectangles here. Head over to Merge Shapes, then click on Subtract. So I believe that looks good. So let's send the freeform shape to the back and let's rename it border. So let's insert this detail. Let's send it to the back. Yeah, so we basically done with the home page slide. Now let's rename it home page slide. Okay, so we can duplicate this. And we want to create the summary slide now, so let's just scroll up here and see the summary slide. Now let's select the text box and the group object. So the grouped object, then the text placeholder. Let's copy. Let's scroll down to the duplicated home page slide. Let's delete the other objects inside the border and let's paste. In order to create this grouped object, just make this freeform shape and insert a text box. Yeah. So we can rename this the summary slide. That's good. So let's head over to this slide with only the border. Yeah, then we're trying to create this infographic for the personal life slide. So let's just select this freeform shape. We are going to use it as a guide to create this infographic again. So let's just go to Shape Format tab and take note of the dimensions. Yes, we're using that. So let's copy. Let's scroll down to the slide with only the border. Yeah, and let's paste it here. Great. Now let's insert a rectangle. Okay, no, not this one, not this shape. Let's insert the one with a flat bottom. Yeah, that's great. Now let's change the dimension. Now let's just confirm by placing it on top. Yeah, it's the same dimension. Now let's confirm the outline width. It's 3 points, so let's apply that to the other rectangle. Show it's 3.2. Change the color to black, then remove the fill. Exactly. So we can just drag it to the left a little bit. Yeah, just to give some space. We can use this rectangle as a guide. So let's create a rectangle. Let's change the dimension. Let's remove the outline, adjust it a little bit. Okay. And let's select the shape. Let's duplicate. Great. Now let's align it, align to the right, then align to the top, so it's perfectly aligned on top. Then we can delete that other shape here. So that's great. Now let's just align the rectangle to the right, yeah, and let's drag that too. Yes, so we can select the two rectangles and duplicate. We can group them with Ctrl G, rotate vertically, yeah, then drag it to the bottom, yeah, just drag it. Now let's duplicate the shape. Let's rotate right. Yeah, let's just align it just to give a little bit of space between. Just adjust it. Everything looks good. Let's drag the grouped rectangles. Maybe looks good. Now we can delete the rectangle guides. Yeah, it looks great. So let's insert a rounded corner rectangle again. Let's change the dimension, make it a little bit bigger. Let's align it to the center. I believe it's better to group all other rectangles first. So let's select all the rectangles. Yeah, let's group it, Ctrl G. Great. Now let's select the grouped rectangles, then align center, align middle. Yes, so it's perfectly aligned in the middle. Now we can rotate this, and over to more rotational options, enter 45 degrees. Yes, now we can adjust the yellow circle till it kind of gives that like squircle shape. Yes, yeah, my favorite. This looks just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Now let's select the grouped shape. Let's ungroup. Shift Ctrl G. Shift Ctrl G till all objects are separate. Now let's duplicate. Let's align the two rectangles together. Align left, align top. Great. Let's hide one for now, right? Now let's select all the shapes in the border and let's click on fragment. That's great. Head over to shape format tab, remove the fill, change the outline width to 3 points, change the color to black. Now we can delete the unwanted pieces. Delete all the unwanted pieces, yeah. Okay. Delete. Yeah. Now we can unhide the rectangle. Now let's just reduce the scale holding Ctrl Shift. Let's duplicate. Let's select both rectangles. Let's align left, align to the top, ensure it's aligned properly. Let's insert a picture placeholder again, make it a little bigger than the rectangle. Now let's select the placeholder, let's select the rectangle shape and let's click on intersect. So we have a new picture placeholder. We can just change the font, the color. So insert picture. Let's select all. Let's align. Let's change the color on the font. Let's rename it picture placeholder. Let's select the other rectangle. Let's apply a gradient fill. This doesn't look good, so let's just adjust it a little bit. Let's delete some. Yeah. Okay. Let's adjust the position. Change the color. Now that looks a little bit better. So now we can change the color of the font here to white. That looks good. So we can add an outline. Great. Then let's add a bevel effect. So let's add a bevel. Reduce the height to 3.5. Now we can rename this picture background. Yeah, so that looks good. That looks good. So we can just scroll up and copy the icons and the title. All these icons are found in PowerPoint. Just head over to insert icon and insert those icons. Let's just paste it here. Great. So we've created a personal life slide. Let's rename the layout to personal life. Let's copy this detail. Let's paste it here and send to the back. Yeah, so leave everything, it's in order now. Yeah, I believe we've created all the layouts that are needed for the template. So let's close Slide Master View. Let's go down. Yeah, so let's minimize that. Now let's change the layout on the first slide. We are using the second slide master, the custom design. Yes, so let's insert on page slide. So that's it. Let's insert a new slide. Let's change the layout to, let's change it to a personal life. You can see. Let's change the layout again. Oh, sorry, insert a new slide. Let's change it to summary. Insert a new slide. Let's insert a timeline 1. Okay. Insert a new slide. Again, change the layout to, let's change the layout to a timeline 2. Yeah. So we have all the layouts. Now let's just insert some details. So let's just copy this text just to give brief information on how to use the slide or the template. So let's paste this here. Let's keep source formatting. That's great. So let's insert a picture. Let's insert one without a background. Yeah. Now we can adjust it. Let's crop to fill. Now let's increase it. Yes, adjust till it looks good. I believe that looks good. Yeah, so we have the first slide. So the second slide is a timeline, so let's just scroll up. So this is an early life slide, so we'll create this timeline. This is a grouped object too, with a text box and a shape or an icon. So let's select that, copy, and let's paste it here just to save time. This tutorial is already getting very long. Let's copy this too. Select all, copy. Let's paste it here. Great. In order to create the sort of like tag or an icon, first off, the rectangle, let's just scroll down. It's the timeline, right? You can just head over to the shape format tab. You can see the dimension. Now in order to create this tag or an icon, as I labeled it, so let's just insert. It's just a combination of 3 circles, one black, one white, and one purple. So let's just insert a black with no fill. Then let's duplicate, change the color to white. Yeah, let's align both of them together. Now let's duplicate again, or let's scale first. Yeah, let's duplicate. Let's insert color purple. Yeah. Now let's align together. Now we can scale the purple circle again, make it a little bit smaller. Hold Ctrl Shift, yes. Scale the white, so kind of looks good, yeah. I'm pretty sure that looks good, so let's group it. Scroll up. We can see it's compared to one of the icons, so let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so basically here, and then we can just name it an icon. So let's just drag it to the middle of the rectangle. That's how it creates the icons of the tag. Let's delete it. Yeah. So just to save time, I'm going to copy and paste the education and the career slide. Yeah, so let's copy this. Yeah, and let's paste. You just want to save time. This tutorial is already getting too long. If you're still watching the video, kindly subscribe as it helps out the channel. Please subscribe. Thank you very much. So let's copy the career. Yeah, and paste. Yes. So let's copy the text on the personal file. So this is a group text. Let me just ungroup first. Shift Ctrl G. Yeah, so it's a 2 combination text box. So let's undo and let's select all text groups. And let's copy. Scroll down. Let's paste it here. Great. Zoom in and yeah, so let's insert the picture now. Let's insert the same picture without a background. Let's just adjust it a little bit. Yeah, so that's a frame. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. So let's scroll up. The next thing is the legacy slide. So we need to create this infographic, this sort of roadmap infographic. Let's insert a new slide. Let's insert a rectangle first. Change the dimension. Let's align it to the middle. Change the color. Move the outline. So let's insert a line. Let's align it to the middle. So let's insert it there. We can change the line color and the width. Let's change it to 6. Change the color to white and make it a dashed line. Yes, long dash. So yeah, that looks good. Now let's select the rectangle. Let's increase the transparency. Let's make it say 20%. Yeah. Now let's insert a arrow pentagon here, that shape. Let's just insert that. Let's select the shape. Let's increase the dimension. Yeah. Let's rotate it to the right. Yeah. Let's align it to the shape. Let's adjust the yellow circle. Looks better, yes. So let's make it a dark gray fill and no outline. Now we can insert a rectangle again, the flat bottom. Yes. Let's make it small. Make black color, then remove the outline, then we can send it backwards. Yeah. So let's just adjust it, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah. Let's just scroll up just to save time. Let's copy the text and the icon. Let's paste it here. Let's align the objects properly. Let's adjust this. Okay. Let's drag it a little bit. Okay. That looks good. So let's group this. Ctrl G. Let's align to the center. Yeah. Yeah. Give it a space. So let's copy. Let's paste and let's rotate. Yeah, rotate vertically. Let's drag it out a little bit just to create the second placeholder. Let's duplicate 2. Let's flip it vertically again. Okay, the text. align. Yeah, let's align it. Okay. Let's unselect the text group. Yeah. Let's drag it to the top, just so we can align it properly. I think that looks good. Yeah, so let's drag that down. It's on hide. Yeah, so we can duplicate this, drag it to the top, same thing, align to the center. Yeah, so we can call that 2. So if you want to create more, you just duplicate to save time. Let's just delete that, scroll up, let's copy everything on the slide. Yeah, let's scroll down, let's insert a new slide, let's paste. That's good. So let's drag the legacy slide below the personal life slide. I believe we're done. We have all the necessary slides for the templates. So let's select all slides except the first slide, right? Now let's insert a push transition. It's a subtle push transition. Now let's start from here. Now you can see the push transition, but the transition from the first to the second slide is not seamless. You can just see it here. It's not seamless. So let's add a black rectangle here to make it more seamless. So let's escape from slideshow view. Let's insert a black rectangle. Let's give the dimension. Yeah. Align to the bottom of the slide. Let's remove the outline and make it black. That's great. So let's check it out. And let's go. Now it's more seamless, as you can see. That's wonderful. So let's keep scrolling. Yeah, it's not seamless here. Let's note that. Personal life slide, let's scroll. Same thing with the summary slide. So let's escape and let's insert the rectangles in those slides. So let's copy the rectangle here. Let's paste it to the personal life slide. Yes, and let's align it to the top. Great, now we can copy this and let's paste it to the summary slide. That's wonderful. So let's start from the top again. Now everything should be great. Transition is seamless, as you can see. So I guess the template is ready. Yeah. Now if you want to add additional legacy, like additional legacy slides, so let's duplicate this. Okay. Now on the second slide, we can change the push transition to be from the right, so it makes it more seamless. So let's just check it out. So there we go. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. So guys, that's pretty much the presentation templates. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you reach this point, kindly say hi in the comments and also subscribe to the channel for more amazing PowerPoint content. And I'll see you guys on the next one.